Welcome back to Good Vibes at Voodoo Brew Pub, Las Vegas.
You're stealing my intro?
Hell yeah, I am.
Wow, she's getting comfortable.
This is my episode now.
We've had a few drinks, and she's getting comfortable enough to steal my intro. So, hello, my name is Alice, and I'm the owner of Voodoo Brew Pub here in Las Vegas in the Arts District.
And I'm just a lowly bartender.
And
I'm just
welcome.
being fancy. I did get up for a break, and I made sure that we came back with flights because I felt like we could be drinking more. I feel like we could be having even more fun than we already were. And apparently it's unladylike in Allison's eyes to be drinking out of a can on camera.
I just think that it was just the way it goes in the mouth. I thought that it was a little bit more ladylike to drink out of a glass than
That's fair.
The can. There's less, I don't know, it just goes.
I'm just a bro. I don't know anything about ladylike. That's not me. I'm so sorry. But now I've got glass built just for you, so it's nice.
Well,
and
you learned something today.
Yeah, I did. You're right. I learned a lesson in being ladylike. I need about 27,000 more. Oh, that's nice. I love your mom. She's so nice. Yeah, we have some flights over here now. I think the most fun part about pouring a flight here is because it's neon colored. Like I said, we do have a green beer on tap that has the blue spirulina in it. Our seltzers typically pour the colors they are, whether it be the wild berry lime, which I happen to have on draft today, or the watermelon lemon, which is a pink one normally. Yeah, so now I get to talk about beer, which is my favorite.
Hey, have you ever had the alley cat?
I have had the alley cat. We'll goof off a little.
So
I know about the alley cat.
One of our wonderful customers, we came in and we talked about mixing the blue seltzer with the lacto cooler, and ended up doing that, and it's absolutely delicious.
It's surprisingly tasty, actually, and I don't even like seltzers.
I kept ordering it, so one of the bartenders coined it the alley cat.
Yeah. We should actually probably make a button for that on our POS system.
We should, yeah. Has anyone asked for one?
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, we should probably actually do that.
Okay.
We should
do that. Okay.
When we're done with this, we're going to set up our POS system a little differently.
Okay. So where are we starting with this beautiful flight? I'm thirsty. What are we doing? We start with green or blue? You just mentioned something before about what you start
Normally
with.
when it comes to building a flight, I did some really crazy beers in this one because I wanted the colors. But normally you would build a flight from lightest to wildest is my easiest way to coin it.
Okay.
So you would typically start with like your light lagers, you would move into your IPAs, you would move into your browns or your stouts, and then you would typically end it on a sour just because sours are typically known to just blow your taste buds out and you can't really taste much more after a sour.
But the lacto cooler is considered a sour.
Correct. Well, it's actually a Berliner Weiss, which is kind of a sour, but I wanted to maneuver it this way just because it is kind of a wild ride no matter what. And I wanted the colors viciously on the ends, not to mention now we can play around and mix them because we're going to make an alley cat in the end. But I did start with the lacto cooler. Our lacto cooler is our green apple sour fruited Berliner Weiss. It has, like I said, it has the blue spirulina in it, so it actually has that green color naturally due to the blue spirulina, which of course is a derivative of spinach, a derivative of algae. Really beautiful antioxidant protein profile on it, so it's really kind of cool to be able to drink your beer and get vitamins at the same time. I'm not even necessarily a sour person, but cheers.
Cheers. That's good.
It tastes like a Green Jolly Rancher.
That's a great breakfast beer.
Oh, yeah. It's actually surprisingly good breakfast beer. I was shocked on that one.
Oh, I think our music just came on here. I think it's party time, Chantel.
I know. I'm putting a flight out. The music turns on. It's a whole thing in here now.
I know.
That's all right. We can have it. It's good.
All right, so continuing on. This is I love this.
Yeah, lacto cooler.
And this is so unique. And did you know that Voodoo actually made a red lacto cooler?
No, I didn't know that.
But we have not received it.
What the heck?
And I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know anything about it.
It probably has dragon fruit in it. I would assume if it's red.
Delicious.
Dang. I wish. Can't wait till we get that on draft. So who do I got to call?
Right.
Yeah, lacto cooler is by far the fan favorite. We sell more of that one than any other one in the entire shop as far as I'm aware. And like I said, I'm not even a sour kind of guy, but when that one first came out, I remember buying a 4-pack of it and taking it home immediately.
Yeah.
And that was kind of fun.
And the can art on this is actually super cool because it's sparkly.
Super cute. It's the only sparkly can I've really seen where it's like fully like shimmery disco ball-y glitter. Like it's so fun. Not to mention it's like the what's his name from Ghostbusters. Because it's meant to be like ectoplasm, and that's why it's green like that.
Ectocooler.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slimer, thank you. Yes, it's Slimer. And he has like the big tongue, and it's just like really funny to see. I love that can art. The next one I have on our little flight is actually one of my personal favorites, the Voodoo Love Child. Voodoo Love Child, of course, is a Belgian Tripel, but it does happen to have passion fruit and cherries in it. So you still get like that really brilliant Belgian yeast like smack on it. But you get like the cherry tartness as well, which is delicious.
I was thinking that was that one. And also, we should mention this is 9.5%.
I think that's the scariest part about drinking at Voodoo is that it's all typically over 7% here. So you're going
A
to
lot of
be
beer is very strong, yeah.
a lot of beer is very strong, and you're going to be having a good time no matter what. So, I think I fell in love with Voodoo Love Child during the beer fest, actually.
So I was going to say, we did have that at one of the first beer festivals, because before we opened, that's all we could do was, while we were under construction, is do beer festivals. So I think that's an awesome way to get people to taste the beer, build your client base.
Yeah,
they
100%.
trust the product, and then they want to come in, and of course they have it in person here and never want to leave.
No, for sure. And like I think that's also another one of our bigger sellers here too, as well as Voodoo Love Child.
Yeah.
From the bartending stance of things.
Would you say empty calories is also? That's
Yeah.
like our lightest, which I don't think is on this
I did
flight.
not put it on this flight
Yeah.
because one, it is our highest seller. It sells out faster than anything else we have here.
Yep.
But it's also empty calories. I think is actually only 98 calories for a pint of it. So you're actually able to drink a good amount of them. It's only 4.5% alcohol. It's hot outside in Vegas, and so it's your easiest,
It's an easy drink.
lightest drinker, 1 million billion %. So I didn't put it on here specifically because I'm saving it for the customers.
Okay. And then you don't have the good vibes on here either, right?
No, we actually just
So
ran
we
out
have-
of good vibes on draft.
Okay, but we have the can here.
We
which
do
is
happen to
also
have the
super-
can.
And this
that
is
is
where
our
our
West
podcast
Coast.
name came from.
Yeah.
Good vibes at Voodoo Brew Pub.
Yeah.
But tell us about the good vibes too, because that's a West Coast IPA.
It is. It's a very, very OG West Coast IPA. It has a really solid hop profile. It's hoppy beginning, hoppy end. You get a really solid mouth on it, so it's not, it kind of stays there. It lingers there. You get that hop bitterness hanging out in your mouth for a good time while you're drinking it. So I think that's kind of nice to have it hang out and linger.
Sounds
I dig
exciting.
that. Yeah, it's kind of great. I love Good Vibes. There's a reason that it's off of draft right now because it sells really well. So
I got to work on getting some of that back.
yeah, it's really tasty. The one I've actually been drinking this entire time from the get-go was Beach Gear, which is one of our summer seasonals. It's a blonde ale with apricots. Apricots? Apricots.
Apricot.
All right, cool.
think you're
It's
good
a
with either.
potato-potato situation here. Gotcha. I dig it because a lot of people are very well known with Blue Moon. And Blue Moon, of course, is going to be your citrus wheat, easy peasy. Everyone knows it. I dig this because apricot you don't see as often. It's a little bit harder of a flavor profile to actually get a grip on. And I dig that it's a little blonde and that it's just an easy drinking, full-bodied, sexy lady. I love her. So.
And that's a seasonal, I believe, too.
It is. It's our summer seasonal. And
Along
so
with the Tranquil Breezes.
I love the can art specifically on this one because if you're getting real fancy with it, the little guy carrying the beach gear actually has a Good Vibes logo
that's
on
cute.
his little thing. So he's
Yeah.
making a callback to like the OG beer, which I thought was kind of cute. Again, we ran out on draft because I drank it all. Yeah, so we can go into the next one. I also poured us a stout because, again, I wanted our flight to be as rainbowy as physically possible because we have me up on the menu now. So this is going to be where our secrets go. It's our Imperial Stout. It's, again, one of our OGs, one of our flagships, been around since day one. Super roasty, super malty. It's almost like having espresso
Ooh, I
in
like
beer
that.
format.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
And it smells delicious, too.
Like I said, if we were going to have a breakfast beer, quote unquote, that would be it because it's literally like drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But it's at 9%. So it's a really brutal
Is it
cup of
9%?
coffee.
Wow,
Yes.
yeah. That's a good one.
Imperial Stout was not playing around on that one. I did also pour us our wild berry lime seltzer because, again, I was impressed that we do seltzer at all. I was impressed that we were able to maneuver that as the original brewery in Pennsylvania, that they were even able to do both. Like, that's kind of just fun on its own. And, again, it's blue because of the blue spirulina.
That's delicious.
Okay. So you were talking about the alley cat. Of course,
Oh,
the
yeah.
alley
Wait,
cat.
we have to drink half.
I've half.
Jeez.
You're the one not keeping up. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but my glasses are bigger
You're not
than
wrong.
yours.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was just trying to get you drunk faster. That's why you got the big ones. Mwahaha.
Okay.
Cool.
What do we do, Miss Mixologist?
How do you do your alley cats? Because that's your signature thing.
This is how I do my alley cat, right?
Okay.
I walk up to the, you know how I always kind of like slide to the side of the bar
Yeah.
because I don't want to like bother you guys and like go behind the bar because
You're so funny.
I always think that, you know, that's rude or something, or
That
you'll
is
be
a fact.
like, why is she back here again?
She nails it.
So I go to the side of the bar and then I say, hey, can I get an alley cat? And then it appears right in front of me and I drink it.
What's your ideal?
I don't know how you do your alley cat.
What's your ideal blend on it though? Like, is it like a 3/4 lacto with a quarter blue? Like, how do we?
I would say probably more seltzer than the lacto, but I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's see if we make a mess out of the bar. Oh, the color became seafoam green. I love that, actually. I didn't see that one coming. Oh, man, I think this is my first time having the alley cat.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh, it's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Okay. I see the hype. All right. If you come in here to Voodoo Brew Pub and order alley cats all night, I might be a little mad, but I'm going to understand what's up. So, I'm telling you, we're going to have to make a button for this. There's a whole inventory issue on it.
I know, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. The boys in PA might not like that either. We should probably just stick to the...
Sorry, boys in PA. Not that sorry. It's delicious. Goof off a little bit. What's the point? Like, beer people take themselves so seriously. They do. I am a beer person. I take myself very seriously. And everyone's always nervous to mix beer and mix flavors and goof off like that. And I've seen it happen so many times to where, especially brewers. Brewers are so passionate about what they brew that if you even mention mixing a beer in front of a brewer, they lose their minds a little bit.
But I can feel that because I'm a wine drinker.
Okay.
And, you know, sometimes I'm at my parents' house and, like, I'm done with one or almost done. And
Yeah.
my dad goes and opens another bottle and just pours it in with, like, the other wine that's already in the glass.
Okay.
And I'm, like, horrified.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or,
So
like,
it's the
I
same
mean, you
way.
need to rinse the glass out, too. So, yeah, I feel that.
Okay. I think it's fun. I've been drinking beer for a long time. I've had a lot of different beer. I've had every flavor, every type, every kind I could ever imagine. So why not mix them up a little bit sometime?
Yeah. Well, this one proved to be a good mix-up. So, okay,
No,
why
it's a good one.
why don't you add that stout to your alley cat and then tell me how that tastes?
That's probably not as delicious as I would hope it to be. Personally, you could probably get away with Love Child in the stout, though. Honestly, because then you have like a cherry, roasty coffee scenario. So that's probably not terrible.
Yeah. And we do have, so we've only got 4 of our beers, but we do, this isn't a huge place. We've got 12 taps. Mm-hmm. We try to incorporate guest taps.
Yeah.
You know, we are about community, so we try to stick with the
For sure.
Nevada brews. We've had some great sours. I love sour beers. I'm a big sour
You're
beer
a sour
drinker.
person?
Yeah. Yeah, and also like a hazy IPA.
Okay.
I don't think we have anything. We did have a hazy IPA, didn't we?
We did. That
Not
was
right
Ricky
now.
Spanish.
Yep, the Ricky
Spanish.
Oh my gosh, that went so quickly.
Yeah, hazy IPAs are all the
Really
all the
quickly.
rage
Yeah.
for sure.
And then what else? I'm just looking right now. We have Calves Like Diamonds,
Which is new.
I have not tried that yet. That's another IPA.
Calves is an imperial IPA.
Okay.
It is very intense. It's
Yep.
very hoppy, very sharp, very bitter. Somebody who likes our Good Vibes standard will probably enjoy Calves Like Diamonds, but it, of course, comes with a higher ABV. So just drink a little bit less of them. But
Yep.
Loner Dottie, or I'm a Loner
That's
Dottie,
the one
a
that
rebel.
I like. I was
Yeah.
surprised that I would like that. And this is from Pee Wee Herman.
It is. It's Pee Wee Herman and I think it's the Big Kids is the band. It's like a joke between the two of them.
Okay.
So that's the reason that can art came to be, is because it's actually Pee Wee Herman and then Dottie, and then it's actually, I want to say it's the Big Kids is the name of the band. Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that. But
Oh, rest in peace, Pee Wee.
oh, I know. Oh, we're gonna drink a beer for that one. I dig that about our beer names in general.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are the 80s references in a lot of different ways, which I dig, because you do have I'm a Loner Dottie. You have the Lacto Cooler, which is obviously the joke off of Ghostbusters. You have Oh Mama Renegade,
Yep.
which actually is
was
a collaboration with
Yep.
Styx,
Yep.
which
And
I thought was super
They were performing at the Venetian.
They were.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
And
That's a great beer. I do like that. I'm more of like a lighter beer drinker.
sure.
So yeah, I do like that. Winona's Big Brown Ale.
Hello, that's the Primus song.
Okay.
Catching on Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
You're quite a bit younger than me, so I never know, like...
First off, Primus has been around a long time. And I'm a big South Park kid.
I saw Primus, actually, last year.
Did you really?
I did, at Virgin Hotels. It was great.
They're a crazy band, I hear.
Yeah.
Did you hear that last time they were in Vegas? They were here for a Sick New World. They actually had all of their gear trapped in Colorado.
Oh, they had to go to...
so they went to Guitar Center, bought out...
I was going to say Fry's, but Fry's has closed down, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They ended up buying a crap ton of gear, and then they ended up signing all of it and then donating it to local Las Vegas charities.
Oh, that's awesome.
So all the money they made off of it.
Imagine if they a big part of their act was like mannequins, and they lost them all, and then they came in and bought like tons of mannequins. That
would have been great business for you. That would have been great.
I know. I mean, wishful thinking, I suppose.
As their decoration in the back, kind of menacing. I kind of dig that about your mannequins. A lot of people ask me, we have a lot of mannequins around the pub, and people ask me about them all the time. And they get asked about because they're so weird.
Yeah.
Like, we have the really menacing one outside that's, like, giving you this really scary, toothy grin.
And he's
winking.
Have
the drunk bartender in the corner who's winking. We have the dancing girls with their mouths wide open.
I saved the ugliest mannequins,
I love them.
Weirdest mannequins, just
Not
specifically for the bar.
And there's one that's right behind our exit door back here to get onto the back patio, and she scares the hell out of us every single day.
But I think you get used to them, right? Like, at first I was like, oh my gosh.
You never get used to her.
Really?
You open the door and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry, miss. Oh, it's a mannequin. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Didn't mean to bump you like that. Whoopsie. No, a lot of people ask us about them, and it's kind of fun that I get to talk about you, which is neat. Because I can be like, actually, this is Allison. This is the Las Vegas mannequin boss lady. These are her personal mannequins that she brought in.
My personal mannequin. It's from my personal collection.
Her personal collection. But they're sick. I hear that you have a lot of mannequins that are originally from like the 60s and 70s even. I hear that some of yours are like actual vintage mannequins.
Yeah, there's such a thing. It's amazing. Like,
right, vintage mannequins.
There's a whole thing as vintage mannequins. There are groups who collect vintage mannequins. I have like museum figures from shows that have closed down on the Strip. Like we've got so much cool stuff there. And you know what? We've been in business for 20 years this year.
Aww,
so
congrats.
we're gonna have some sort of big sale. Hopefully, clear out that showroom, get some new stuff in pretty soon. Yeah.
Can I buy like 20 mannequins?
You absolutely can.
All right, sick.
Full price. Thank you.
Oh crap! I gotta go. No, that would be cute.
Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of fun. I think it plays into the eclecticness of the neighborhood vibe here.
And you know what's funny is I actually found this place because we were doing a slat wall installation because we do retail installations. One of the neighbors right here, and then I ended up walking over, and I was like, oh, that would be a good spot for a bar. So that's how I found this place, is actually through a job I was doing for Las Vegas Mannequins. Yep.
Dang. And you just saw the hut, and you were like, oh, yes, that's going to make a perfect bar.
Yeah, I did. I absolutely did, and I was not wrong.
Dang.
So I have a lot of customers actually in the neighborhood from the mannequin retail side. So yeah.
Oh, sick,
Another thing, build in the community, one mannequin and beer at a time.
Oh, somebody should paint that onto the wall. That should be like our slogan somewhere. Can we put that on shirts? Like,
that's a lot of words.
It's a lot to look at.
I don't know if my Cricut will handle that.
I think it can. I have faith in it. I'll wear it. If you build it, I'll wear it.
No. So if you build it, they will wear it.
They will wear it. Because I hear we're going to be having... I dig that about our merch, too. Because our merch is all custom done by you on your Cricut.
I don't have a lot of free time. And the free time I do have, I just, put right back into work.
Yeah. And they sell well, because then I get to be like, oh, yes, this is a one of a kind art piece by Allison, the owner, And then they sell even better because of it. So, I hear you're doing tie-dye.
We are going to be doing some tie-dye. Yes, we are doing tie-dye this week.
Which is going to be adorable. I can't wait.
Yep.
I think that'll be definitely its own little vibe, too, because you don't see tie-dye. Like, it's coming back a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't see, like, breweries specifically doing tie-dye.
Then we will do it.
Can't wait. Honestly. I want to get, like, a glow-in-the-dark one. I work nights.
Oh, glow-in-the-dark.
I work nights.
Yeah, you're pushing it. I don't even know how to do that.
It's like a whole different ink you got to get. It's just an extra little amount of work. It's fine. I'm telling you, if you build it, I'll wear it. No, I think that we could probably use more mannequins. I think that we can get like 6 more in here.
All right.
I think that'd be kind of fun. I want them to be like, I really want, like, you remember when you were a kid and you would go sit on the bench at McDonald's and you'd have Ronald McDonald as, like, the big statue sitting next to you?
We do have sitting mannequins.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why don't we have
Okay.
one out there that people can be taking photos with?
That's actually a great idea.
That's adorable.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I'll work on that.
I think the most fun part about the mannequins outside is that none of them are wearing pants. A part of me wants to go to all the female-owned businesses because we have a lot of local thrift shops that are in the neighborhood, and I want to go and speak with them and be like, hey, do you have a size 0 pant, skirt, capri, anything? So that way we can actually have the local girls having stuff out here as well.
That would be awesome.
Oh, dang, if I'm going to intro it, I guess I'm going to close
well,
it.
then, no. Oh, my goodness, this girl co-host my ASS. Thank you so much for joining us here at Voodoo Brew Pub for episode 2. Please stay tuned for future episodes. We loved having you, and cheers.
Cheers.